Strategic autonomy, Europe's bold ambition to defend its own interests on its own terms. For decades, leaders have promised a continent free from post-war dependence on the United States. Yet, as of June 2025, that vision remains elusive. The reality, Europe's security still relies deeply on American military power. Each crisis, from the Balkans to Ukraine, has exposed Europe's military fragility, forcing capitals to turn to Washington for help. The war in Ukraine has been the ultimate stress test, revealing just how shallow European stockpiles are. Instead of sparking a European industrial revival, the scramble to rearm has led to a surge in American arms purchases. Fighter jets, missile defenses, and more. Europe's shopping lists are filled with "Made in the USA." The hard question, is Europe's military independence a real goal, or just political rhetoric? The desire for autonomy clashes with the urgent need for security, and security for now still comes from across the Atlantic. Europe's strategic calculations remain shaped by its reliance on American power. The latest NATO summit showcased unity, but also tension. Washington's message is blunt. Europe must meet the 2% defense spending target, no exceptions. This demand is reshaping European defense, forcing governments to spend more and act fast. But building new European systems takes years. Threats are immediate. The result? A rush to buy proven American-made equipment. Billions in new spending flow back to the U.S. defense industry, deepening dependency. NATO's push for interoperability means American platforms set the standard. As Germany, Italy, and others ramp up spending, they're buying into an American-centric military ecosystem. The drive to be a stronger partner ironically cements Europe's junior role. Europe's military posture is being rebuilt, but in America's image. The quest for autonomy is undermined by the very efforts meant to strengthen it. The data is clear. American dominance in European arsenals is overwhelming. The F-35 stealth fighter is now the backbone of Europe's air power, with over a dozen countries signed on. The F-16, C-130, and C-17 remain indispensable across NATO. The Patriot missile system is the gold standard for air defense, with demand surging after Ukraine. On the ground, the American M1 Abrams tank is gaining ground, especially in Poland. HIMARS rocket systems, proven in Ukraine, are now top priorities for many European armies. Each purchase ties Europe deeper into American supply chains, training, and data networks. Buying an F-35 means buying into a US-led maintenance and logistics ecosystem. The more American equipment Europe buys, the more integrated and dependent it becomes. This cycle makes independent European action technically and politically harder. Europe's arsenal is increasingly American by design. Integration aids coalition warfare but limits autonomy. The numbers tell a story of deepening reliance, not independence. Europe's reliance on the US comes with growing risks. The transatlantic security guarantee depends on American political stability, a shaky bet in today's climate. America First policies have made Europeans question Washington's reliability. Access to US military tech and support can be cut off by political decisions in Washington. This gives the US enormous leverage over European foreign policy. European nations may hesitate to act independently, fearing loss of critical support. The threat isn't just tariffs or sanctions, it's the potential to ground jets or disable defenses overnight. This dependence is a sovereignty issue, not just a military one. The easy path, keep buying American, only deepens the cycle. The more Europe relies on US arms, the less incentive it has to innovate at home. Europe risks remaining a strategic protectorate, vulnerable to US political shifts. The cost of dependence is growing clearer with every crisis. Why do Europeans keep buying American? The US leads in defense R&D, producing unmatched technology, especially in stealth, sensors, and network warfare. NATO's systems are built around American platforms, making integration seamless. US weapons are often cheaper, thanks to massive production runs. The Foreign Military Sales Program streamlines procurement, making it faster than complex European projects. American systems are battle-proven, with a track record in real-world combat. For European leaders facing urgent threats, US arms are the safest, most reliable bet. Superior tech, easy integration, and proven performance make the American market hard to resist. The EU is fighting back with the European Defense Industrial Strategy and the SAFE program. The goal: 40% of defense equipment procured through joint European projects by 2030. The plan aims to end fragmentation. Europe has 17 types of tanks, the US just one. SAFE encourages pooling resources and building dominant European platforms. But industrial politics and national interests remain huge obstacles. Major defense firms and governments are reluctant to give up control or jobs. The Franco-German Future Combat Air System is already mired in disputes. Eastern NATO members, especially Poland and the Baltics, still trust US arms over EU promises. Convincing them to invest in uncertain European projects is a tough sell. SAFE is bold, but success depends on overcoming decades of rivalry and mistrust. Can Europe ever achieve true strategic autonomy? Today the answer is no. The gap is too wide and dependence too deep. Europe's security remains tied to US power and political will. The current rearmament cycle is a test. Buy American or build a resilient European base. True autonomy demands tough choices and a shift in mindset. Collaboration over national interests. Initiatives like SAFE offer hope, but face powerful headwinds. Europe must choose: remain a strategic consumer or become a true geopolitical actor. The debate is about more than weapons. It's about Europe's place in the world. For now, military independence is still an ambition, not a reality. The world is watching to see which path Europe will take.